Hey, Jamie. That's the new Ralphie cam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna turn it down on my end. I've got it blasting. We'll go back to it in a second. Oh, wait, bam. There we go. Just putting out advertisements. How you been, Jamie? Oh. We'll give him his privacy. I cut to Ralphie while he was licking his backside. I couldn't tell if it was his butt or his back, but he looked like he was going to town on something. Gotta go to royalty-free music. Yeah, we'll go that. Something a little bit more chill. Now, Ralphie, are you decent? Yeah, he's decent now. Dog about to get us banned from Twitch. Got a slew of things to talk about today. Some good news, some bad news, some news. Nothing but news. Misty's making tea from her new tea kettle that I got her for Christmas. So we're gonna have tea and chat. Can't be on too long. I have to go to Denton to do a show tonight. Alright. It's on Facebook. It's on Twitter. Discord. That's what we gotta do. We found a little bump on Ralphie's paw, by the way, the other day. Gotta take him to the vet this weekend, see if it's anything bad. Hopefully it's not. Ralph! He says, fine, if I can't lick my butthole, I'm not gonna be on camera. I can't take it. I'm laughing too hard. I'll take any tea.
I have green tea, honey lemon ginseng tea.
Ooh.
I have breakfast tea, but that's like pretty strong. At least I brew it
Do that. What was that second thing you mentioned?
Honey lemon ginseng.
I'll do the honey lemon ginseng.
There's a bunch of shit. I also have.
Hey, Jeremy, welcome. We're in the pre-show chat right now. We were on the Ralphie cam until he started licking his butthole. Ralphie is our dog, by the way. That would have been weird if it was just a third roommate we had who had a nice talent. Hey, Eric! How's it going? Alright, I'm here. Yes, you certainly are. We gotta give Ralphie a copy of the Twitch Terms of Service so that next time we have it on Ralphie Cam, he's not licking his butthole. Let's check on him now. What's he doing now? He's watching the tea kettle whistle. Yeah, we got a trailer to watch today. A couple shows. No, not a couple shows to review. A show to review. Video game news. What else we got? Movie news. Things to discuss. Want to hear your opinions on some of these matters.
Do you want it strong?
What is strong?
Like
2 tea bags? Sure. What delay? So how about that there delay? What delay? Is there a delay? Oh yeah, we'll be talking about that. I thought there was a delay in my feed. I was like, what? I mean, there kind of is. Couple seconds delay, but I thought this was like a massive delay. We'll talk about that. You okay, Ralph? Just hawk up a loogie, dog.
Oh, you think you're getting something?
Does he think he's getting something?
No. I mean, maybe. But he's not.
There you go. Show your cute face. Just don't go for your balls or butthole. Gonna get us kicked off Twitch. If anybody can find me royalty-free music that doesn't sound like we're putting on a children's show, that would be much appreciated.
Do people not like this music?
No, I don't like this music. At first I did, but now not so much.
Don't we have friends in bands that could let us use your, like Brett?
Yeah, we do, but I'd have to ask them. And I'm lazy. So there you go.
For next week or wait, next week? Oh,
Next week I'm at Dallas Comedy House.
And I have a shoot.
And Misty's got a shoot. That's why we're trying to do it every 2 weeks type of thing, because most of the time we're busy on Fridays. Show starts late enough tonight. Stand-up show starts late enough tonight where we could do Nerd Alert and be cool. We're not gonna be streaming for 3 fucking hours though. That's, well, you never know. We talk a lot, so. There we go. All advertised on Discord. Let's turn the chat bot on. Make sure you heathens are moderated.
Did you post on Facebook?
I did post on Facebook. It's back to the Ralphie cam. Putting that. Oh.
I'm on the couch. So, Ralphie, we will take you outside after the show. Ralph, go lay down.
We're turning into stage parents. Go get in your bed. Go get in your bed for the Ralphie cam. I'm vaping now, guys.
Chill out.
because I was so tired of cigarettes. Hey man, I'm enjoying it. The Juul ain't that bad. Jeremy got me onto it. Juul's not that bad.
What, Ralphie Cam?
Is he eating his milk bone?
Yep.
He's off camera slightly. Yeah, with his
Slightly
mouth.
is no big deal. He went to his bed. He did what I asked him to do.
We're putting on the Ralphie cam when Ralphie minds. I prefer the big old box mod with the self-fill tank personally. Ooh, that does sound nice. I don't want to dive too deep into vaping. I just need something for... Because I was getting to the point where, like, every time I smoked a cigarette, especially after 90 days cold turkey, I got to the point with cigarettes where I just started hating myself. But in that 90-day period, some of you know, I was just this ticking time bomb of anxiety. It's not too deep, just turn it to like 35. I just became just this, you know, anxious wreck. So I'm using this as a wear-all, like just wearing me down. I was in Oklahoma, 2 nights ago, and this did wonders. Before I was going up third in like a brand new city. Never been. I'd been to Oklahoma, but I'd never performed there. So you know, it was a very nice club, Bricktown Comedy Club in Oklahoma City. Very, very nice. It's about a month old. Awesome arcade bar. I gotta go in there and document their arcade bar for them, and show it off to you guys, cause like this place was dope. But like for my set, took a couple puffs of this outside, went in, and bombed. But I felt good. Hey, Jeremy, thank you for the 500 bits, and wieners are falling on me. Okay, all right.
Oh man, I missed it.
I wish I could say that's the first time. Wieners. Oh, and all right. Yep.
Dang it.
It just, they keep on dropping on me. It's like spring break all over again.
I missed it.
She missed it. Well, if you were here too, their wieners be all over you, and then we'd have an argument.
Whoa, I can actually see the steam coming out of my teeth.
Yeah.
On this webcam.
Hold
That's
on,
pretty
let
awesome.
me fix the keying. We still got about 15 minutes before we start the show.
Here, let me take the tea bags out of here, by the way. It's like super hot. Do you want me to put ice in
I
it?
don't like where this is going. We just had wieners, and now we're mentioning tea bags. Like, I know how the show's going to be today. This is going to be one of those things.
No.
Innuendos galore. Innuendo is, in and of itself, an innuendo.
We should have that Ralphie Cam like motion sensor or something on that.
We should have it, if we had it motion sensor, we'd never be on camera. That dog moves around a lot. I think that's see, the lighting changes because I have to use natural lighting for this camera. Thank you for the 500 bits, Jeremy. I don't have a thank you screen on the Nerd Alert tab. Thank you, Jeremy, for the 500 bits. I'm going to start playing Final Fantasy XIV. I gotta start installing it along with Shadowbringer. Because Jeremy has been very kind to offer to pay for the subscription, which is like $12.99 a month. But it's the one Final Fantasy game that has escaped me. And since FF7 is being delayed, why not? Why not? Just get through 14, you know? Ralphie. Such a disappointment of a dog.
He wants food. I guess I'll feed him.
If you guys haven't, now we're not going to talk about it on the show today because it's not really a nerdy topic, but if you haven't seen Killer Inside, The Mind of Aaron Hernandez on Netflix, it's this 3-part documentary. Watch it. It's a good documentary. And, you know, it's about a football player, but like the craziest football player ever to live. He murdered people. It's the only way I could get her interested in football. I was like, it's a documentary about this football player. She was like, no. I was like, he murdered people. She was like, yes, let's watch this. MMOs turn into a very slippery slope. There's a reason WoW was referred to as World of Warcraft. Well, I understand that. I was watching Miss Colette, friend of the channel. I was watching her play FF14, and I could see myself getting totally immersed into that. I can't wait. I can't wait to do it. But as soon as, whenever FF7 comes out, I'm gonna be on that. Cyberpunk was also delayed. Didn't have time to make a thing for that, but Cyberpunk was also delayed. Thank you, sweetie.
I feel like everything's delayed.
It may take over your entire life. I need something. I mean, I have Destiny 2. I might as well have something else as well. Square's Avengers got delayed. We're going to talk about that too. Lots of delays. And what's really crazy is all these games were supposed to come out around the same time. I think that might have something to do with it, but we'll talk about that more.
I want to be clear on something. I was into weird, morbid things like serial killers way before Netflix started putting out all of these true crime documentaries. I just want everyone to know that.
I picked a good one,
I've been into that kind of thing since I was like 20. So, no bandwagon jumper.
She's gonna kill me in my sleep. That is what that is.
I grew up loving horror movies, and I'm also interested in psychology, so the psychology of serial killers, that's kind of a duh. Like, I'm fascinated by it.
I have suspicions about FF7R's delay, but we shall wait until we get there. Thank you, Eric. See, I like when viewers are like, let's wait.
Yeah.
I've had a slew of problems with past viewers who are like, but it's fine.
It happens.
Just wait until the show starts.
Yeah. I haven't shared anything on my Facebook about the Nerd Alert.
Seems like only one person cares about this show. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Also, and I don't have a chat button for it, but Crowd's Fault is now on iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher. Just look for it in any one of those 3 places. We already got 3 episodes out. If you like goofy, mature comics, just chit-chatting about whatever. I think we've mentioned Star Wars. We talked about Joker in these 3 episodes. Comedy, all this other stuff. Please give us a listen and a subscribe on iTunes. I don't know what to do on Spotify. I don't listen to Spotify. But Crowd's Fault Podcast is kind of our revamp of the Crowd's Fault Podcast. We had to move from Facebook and YouTube because we got reported. But also, we've been approved by all 3 of these sites. So, for some reason, we've been approved. So, if you like podcast, check it out. It's a podcast for people who don't have time for podcasts. Each episode is less than 30 minutes. It's perfect for a lunch break or a smoke break or what have you. Mature comics, I hope you aren't including yourself in the label of mature. Not mature in like, I'm gonna do the dishes today. But mature in that, you know, potty language. Trying to figure out how we can remove that. Up the smoothness? Oh no, let's not up the smoothness. But yeah, got plenty to talk about today. And a trailer to watch. We always like watching trailers because the big question after we watch trailers is, will YouTube let us have this up in our VOD? So what kind of tea am I drinking?
Honey lemon ginseng.
Ooh, that tastes nice. It tastes like a cough drop.
It's good. I have tons of the stuff. I love it, but I had to switch it up today. I've got orange lemon.
Ooh, can I get a taste of that?
Yeah.
What'd you put in it?
There's a little bit of honey in it.
You gotta check with her. Sometimes she'll put Cholula and shit.
That has nothing in it.
Okay.
The honey lemon ginseng was just in the bag.
So what?
That is orange lemon with honey in it.
Oh, you did not put ice in that.
No, I did not.
Not even to
Because
cool it
I
down. She likes her mouth to burn. She burns away her taste buds. Is what she does. Let's put on something else. I hate this royalty-free music. Let's see.
Just play some acid rock. I literally had.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna put in
serious.
royalty-free acid rock. If there's royalty-free acid rock, I will give you $20. There's acid jazz. What is acid jazz?
Bam. What did you say you were gonna give me? $20?
$20 for you is $20 for me. So really, I'm not losing anything here.
Buy a shirt from our online store.
It's like the soundtrack to when you're vomiting. When you're vomiting.
This is interesting.
If you need a soundtrack
Like-
for bowel movements.
I don't really.
Can we go to acid jazz and see what that was? I'm very interested in the royalty-free acid jazz. It's the same guy that does the royalty-free ska.
There's a lot of people that do.
Hold up. Sorry about our camera, by the way. Oh, you know what? Let's just disable that. And it will stop breaking down so much. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's calm, it's cool.
Okay, I blanked.
Acid jazz.
I blanked. I was gonna list some stuff and I blanked.
And we just but we have a lot of stuff to talk about, and then put the link in the comment section. And we are about to start in 7 minutes, guys, with a new episode of Nerd Alert. Thank you for coming in, Jeremy. Thank you for the 500 bits. Appreciate you, dude. And the Final Fantasy 14 subscription. Royalty-free MCR, if only. If I could play My Chemical Romance without this getting muted, I totally would. But yeah, if you're ever in Oklahoma City, check out Bricktown Comedy Club. Everyone there was so friendly. It's like the bitterness of comedy that dives in, that just gets in the bloodstream of comics and comedy club staff was just not there, and everyone was so polite and friendly and just supporting, and it's great. I might move there. We might move there. I might move there. Leave her here. No, we might move there. It was a very nice part of town. I was right across the street from the Sonic headquarters. I didn't know Sonic had headquarters, but they do.
Oklahoma City. I think
Not one goddamn drive-through on that Sonic headquarters. There's no drive-in. That would have been so hilarious to me. Just a big office building, and then they have Sonic drive-ins.
I just I don't think I don't know about living in Oklahoma. Lots of casinos.
Your family would be there every weekend
Well,
with us, and we'd go broke.
My sister lives in Oklahoma. So.
Well, there we go.
We'd
be close to her. You know.
People there's not a lot to do in Oklahoma other than go to
The comedy club had an arcade bar.
the
There would
comedy
be
club and the
plenty
casinos.
for me to do. Casinos are just like arcade bars, but you can win money. Except when I went after the comedy club visit, I lost $55 on our favorite slot machine at Riverwind.
I think that my family my family is good luck.
They really
That's
are.
what I think.
They really
My family
are.
is good luck.
You know, when I was winning and I texted you, I started losing.
No.
Bad luck.
No.
Out of everyone in the family, she's the one with the bad luck
No.
streak. If I would have had your dad or your brother there, I would have walked out a millionaire. I would have walked out a millionaire on Yardbirds. Which, if you've never seen Yardbirds,
It's fun.
it's so fun. I'm sure
Anyway,
you could YouTube
there's if you don't want to lose a lot of money, the nickel and penny slots, That's the way to go.
My cutoff point's like $50. If I lose $50, I quit, you know? But when I win money, I don't stop, and I think that's my problem. Ooh, airport lounge.
Well, like you told me, one time I was up, I hit, $17 on one spin, and then I lost, 50, and then I got the 50 back, and it's just, it's a mess.
My usual strategy is when I go double of what I put in, I cash out, I put, $10 more in, and I keep going, but I kept winning, and I was just like, if I stop now, someone's gonna take the machine. When I finally get out to Vegas, my hard limit is 100. Oh, bro. I've been to Vegas. That was my similar plan.
Yeah. Did it fail?
I don't know. I was drunk the whole time.
I have never been to Vegas, so
fucking hammered.
I did get a phone call from my best friend at 4 or 5 a.m. one day, and this was before she had babies. But no, when she was single, she's a responsible adult.
I thought you said rabies at first. I was like, damn, but babies, okay.
Anyway, she called me at 4 or 5 in the morning, and she was like, oh, it was I was living vicariously through her. She said Vegas, oh my gosh, all the colors, and it was just this amazing, this whole different world. And
it really is, though, Eric.
I just imagined everything was sparkly and beautiful, and crap like that.
I mean, you do have more self-control than me, and at that time, self-control was what's that? But there's something about it. I don't know if it's just a very colorful atmosphere. It's just okay, you know what it is, Eric? It's that place on Final Fantasy VII. I know we brought it up, but it's that casino world on Final Fantasy VII. Vegas is one of those places that an Astro Trip can go one of two ways when you're on the Strip. Yes, didn't do acid, but saw a lot of people that were on it. Golden Saucer, yes, you will feel like you're on Golden Saucer. And then you just lose your mind. And then they have, what's that thing? You get on the thing and you ride on a wire.
Ziplining.
You can zip line through the Strip.
What?
Saw a lot of people on acid doing that.
Oh, I want to zipline so bad.
Nope.
I want to zipline so bad.
Not for me. Mm-mm.
I mean,
I like my feet on the ground.
I want to zipline.
Gravity's my friend when I respect it. Alright, it's 5:59. You want to go ahead and get Season 4, Episode 6 started. Welcome, guys. I'm Dan.
I'm Misty.
And welcome to Nerd Alert. Let's do this. Hit it with the intro. Hello.
Hello, I'm being stabbed by Darth Vader in the neck.
Well, he does hurt women. He does hurt women and children. Anakin. Anyway. I'll end up staying out of the touristy stuff, hanging with Steve. Props to Steve. Cheers to Steve. We'll make one trip to the Strip just to see it, and so I can say I've seen the Strip. While you're there, check out the Hard Rock Cafe. They have a great Hard Rock Cafe there. Jay and I got drunk, and I don't remember what happened.
And that was a long time
Long time ago. We smoked cigars outside the Bellagio. I got thrown out, or nearly thrown out of the Bellagio at 4 o'clock in the morning for cussing. Excuse me for doing well at blackjack and saying fuck yeah. But I was belligerent. I think it was more of me being belligerent
Wow.
and winning. They don't like it when you're really hammered and winning.
Probably not.
God, we drank so much. It was good times. Good times. Speaking of good times, this week was a good times if you are a Marvel fan, as the Morbius trailer dropped. Very interesting trailer. You can just I didn't expect this trailer to come out so soon. You know what? Let's watch it. Let's analyze it. So right here, this is Morbius from the same studio that brought you Venom and the same studio that did the Spider-Man movies. Marvel and Sony have this weird arrangement. Let's take a look real quick. This is Morbius starring Jared Leto.
Michael, I've known you since you were a child. You're a gift. You always have. If there's an answer to the disease, you'll find it. I should have died years ago. Why am I still here if not to fix this? I have a rare blood disease, and I'm running out of time. This could be my last chance.
You're up to something. What is it?
It's not exactly legal.
I want to see you get hurt more than you already have.
This would be a cure.
At what cost? Michael, what's happening?
I went from dying to feeling more alive than ever. Increased strength and speed. The ability to use echolocation. And an overpowering urge to consume blood. How far are we allowed to go to fix something that's broken? Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
Michael Morbius. Got tired of doing the whole good guy thing, huh?
What's up, Doc? Can I help you?
Why, yes, you can. I'm here to report a terrible crime.
And what terrible crime is that?
Sorry about that. Mic was off. The audio kept going. Anyways, we had another technical difficulty. You know what that means. Where's my button? Where's my button? I can't find it. They took the saxophone button away. Sad saxophone?
No.
Doesn't matter. Anyway.
No.
Wait, right there?
Right. There you go.
That's the sexy sax.
That's the same thing?
Hold on, let's go to Ralphie. Oh, yes, there's Ralphie.
Look at that dog.
There's Ralphie. Now back to Morbius. See, we trick him with the Ralphie cam. So a couple of interesting things in this trailer. If you rewatch it, there's a scene where he's walking in an alley. Hey, what's up, Proper?
Hello.
I mean, he's Man-Bat, if Man-Bat was actually cool. Fair point. If you rewatch this trailer, you're going to see him walk through an alley, orange jumpsuit background. There's a Spider-Man, an image of Spider-Man spray painted with Murderer over Spider-Man. This is a reference to Spider-Man Homecoming. At the end of Spider-Man Homecoming, no spoilers, kind of links the two. And then the big obvious link, obviously, at the end of the trailer is Michael Keaton, who you can only assume is playing his Vulture character from, or not Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home was the reference. And Michael Keaton is obviously the link to Spider-Man Homecoming. So, in further research, because we already know Tom Hardy's going to be inserted into the Spider-Man franchise as well. Is Morbius maybe? So I guess Sony and Marvel have this weird deal where Sony are producing the characters, whether they're the antagonist, protagonist mixture of characters that are going to be inserted into the Spider-Man universe, and then Marvel's doing the Spider-Man universe, but they also have their phases and everything. So it's really interesting where they're going from here. I liked the trailer. Trailer seemed awesome. Ooh, proper. I like that emote. That looks like a girl I went to high school with. That's so weird. I forgot her name. But yes, Ralphie is a good boy. Let's see if he's continuing to be a good boy. Oh, God, and who knows what he's doing right now. There we go.
The floor.
He's licking the floor.
That's what he was doing.
Well, at least we know he's straight. So that's a good old rug muncher. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Digging the trailer? I am too. To me, it looks better than the Venom trailer that they had a couple years back. I never saw Venom. I only heard the first half was and then the second half was awesome. But I want to see a good movie that's good all the way through. But yeah, Jared Leto.
He is fantastic. I love him as an actor. I've been watching him and stuff since the 90s when he was in My So-Called Life. Teenage Misty, loved it.
Every fucking girl.
Now,
Every fucking girl.
Come on. It
My
was...
So-Called Life. Whatever. Go ahead.
Do you know anyone else that liked that show?
Everyone. Every girl that I ever knew. When I went to My Chemical Romance concerts, when I went to My Chemical Romance concerts, every girl in line, 30 Seconds to Mars, that's the dude from My So-Called Life.
Dude, but that's the thing. I watched My So-Called Life before 30 Seconds to Mars came out. Like, I was one of the true OGs. Like, seriously, no. Anyway, what I was about to say, I didn't mean to kind of go off on a rant there, but no, he's a fantastic actor, and if you notice, he is he's great about losing weight, gaining weight for roles, but actually he got lupus from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got lupus from that. I think it was Dallas Buyers Club.
And he's still...
he lost a lot of weight for that.
And he's obviously still losing weight and gaining it back.
And then he went and played Mark David Chapman in a... I don't remember. I guess it was a biopic.
with Lindsay Lohan.
The guy who killed John Lennon.
Chapter 37 or something?
Yeah. I actually want to watch that. I haven't seen it yet. But anyway, he went on to put on a gross amount of weight, probably 80 pounds or something. Anyway, but if you notice, he looks really sickly in some of the earlier scenes, and then later scenes he looks jacked. So I'm wondering if he went and did it again.
I'm sure he did.
But no, it wasn't lupus that he got, or am I thinking gout? I'm sorry, I don't know why I get the two mixed up. I think it may have been.
I just pray I don't ever get either. Let's keep up with
Let's
keep up with the chat. Still enjoyed Venom, but I also enjoyed Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. Okay. I mean, I guess it was good for what it was.
I never saw it.
So off topic, how'd the vet go? We have not taken Ralphie to the vet yet. We have plans this weekend, though, to take him. Just with everything going on, I have worked tonight. Dicks and poop, right? She's been working all week, all that good stuff. I still think he has great potential as Joker. You watch the deleted scenes from Suicide Squad. Yeah, that Joker. I mean, that was the director's decision to cut the time on the Joker. It's not my Joker, but, I trust him as an actor. I watched the deleted scenes. I watched Suicide Squad. Wish I hadn't, but I watched it. I definitely think his Joker should have shined more if we would have seen more of his Joker. Maybe, see more of his Joker and then they tuned down the soundtrack a little bit, I think that could have been a really good movie. We'll see what James Gunn does with the second movie. Maybe Jared Leto's Joker is still the Joker, because they're not going to make Joaquin Phoenix's Joker part of the Batman universe. I don't know why. But, no, seriously, I don't know why. Like, I would have enjoyed Joker a lot more had I been able to go, oh, that's who Robert Pattinson's going to face. That's awesome. But no. So, who knows? Maybe he's still the Joker. But I definitely think he took this role, just kind of washed the taste out of our mouth for that Joker. He looks like he's going to play a great Morbius. It's also a odd character, odd Spider-Man character to make a film adaptation of. I would have gone with like after Venom, I would have gone with Carnage. But you know, that's just me. Woody Harrelson, I think, is set to play Carnage at some point. I would have casted Sam Rockwell, but again, that's just me.
Woody Harrelson.
Morbius hits theaters this summer. Yeah, Warner Brothers props. I think the biggest issue with Jared Leto's Joker is we didn't see enough of him as Joker to actually make a solid opinion, and I absolutely agree with that statement. It's very, 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 very true. But that's all we have in movie news. Morbius trailer dropped. Actually, there is movie news, and that is Taika Waititi is being groomed for a Star Wars movie franchise from him. I trust it. I mean, he helped out with Mandalorian. Of course, we all know Mandalorian is just mwah.
Yeah.
Even though some people think it should just have been one big, long movie. Which I get, but I liked it as a TV series regardless. But Taika Waititi, director of Thor, not the first two, obviously, but the third, what's that third for? Ragnarok. Brilliant mind. I would love it. There's also reports the Knights of the Old Republic is either getting made into a TV show or a movie franchise. Here's the thing. Hey, combine the two ideas. Make Taika Waititi the director of a Knights of the Old Republic movie franchise. Boom. Someone give me a check. I'm a genius. But yeah, this hit the Hollywood Reporter. This hit everywhere. I think it's gonna happen. Not that there was anything wrong with J.J. Abrams' trilogy, other than, you know, just being like, here you go, Johnson. I would love to see it. A new Star Wars story. That's what I want to see. Now that the Skywalker saga is officially done, let's really dive in to the atmosphere. You know, let's really dive into the lore of Star Wars. Why was the Skywalker saga so important? Well, was it really actually important, though? We should have brought this up on the Star Wars Nerd Alert special, but this news hadn't hit. Taika Waititi, stop calling me out, nerd. Oh, Proper. I didn't mention you by name, but Proper was one of the people that was just like, Mandalorian should have been a movie. But Mandalorian Season 2 coming out this fall. Baby Yoda. I'm just saying random shit now. That's what I'm doing.
I heard that they're making a Baby Yoda plush at Build-A-Bear.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we pre-ordered the Funko Pop.
We did.
Baby Yoda from Amazon. Which is May.
We get it in May.
But
because Star Wars toys have shown before,
if
you keep them around for a couple decades, mint in the box.
Who needs a retirement fund when you can buy toys and keep them in mint condition?
Exactly. Or take them out and play with them and ruin the value.
But yeah, I heard that Build-A-Bear will be doing a Baby Yoda plush. I die every time I see Baby Yoda. Like, I die of happiness.
Does George Lucas still get the merchandising rights? Probably not. No, I think he sold it all to Disney. I think he sold it all to Disney.
I mean, he doesn't need more money.
I mean, but then he saw that Baby Yoda toy and...
Look, he's not... He's not gonna be alive long enough to do anything with that money. He's like 80 or something. I still haven't seen Mandalorian. I don't trust Disney Plus. I would just get someone else's account and watch it because it is fucking fantastic. And this whole let's not trust the big Disney boss thing, let's get over that. Let's just get over it. They're making content worth watching. I say that, and then they're going to release some stupid Marvel show or something about it. But for right now, Disney Plus is knocking it out of the park
with their original content. Not only Mandalorian, if you like musicals, Encore with Kristen
Yeah.
Bell is fantastic.
I like it too.
It's absolutely fantastic.
I look
I
forward.
think it's just us. I think we're the only ones that watch
I
that
look
film.
forward to Fridays when there are new episodes of things on Disney Plus.
That's yeah, and Exterminate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I
Hello.
like playing with my toys. Wait, what were you talking about? We were. What are you talking about? Exterminate. What are you talking about? About your toys. Go ahead, Exterminate. Dive deep into it. Don't let us stop you. I need to suck someone's dick for his or her Disney Plus. Fair enough. Do what you gotta do, mate. Just watch that Mandalorian. Disney will eventually own the entire entertainment industry, minus possibly the gaming industry. Exterminate with the giggity. I got one of those right there. Wait, there it is. Bam. Let's do it just for Exterminate. We're gonna get sued. But yeah, Taika Waititi, Star Wars. It might be happening. My idea. Knights of the Old Republic, directed by Mr. Waititi himself. I hope I'm pronouncing his. I never feel like I'm pronouncing his name.
Waititi. I'm pretty sure it's Taiku Waititi.
White titty. End of the show. And now, do we have movie? Do we have another movie to look at? I don't think so. Let's go to the Ralphie cam real quick. Oh, we almost caught him. Almost caught him licking
Ooh.
some balls.
I need to send you a link.
For what? Did Ralphie put out a movie?
No.
Ralphie Poo.
There's-
There you go, buddy. Oh, no, and he's gone. He says, I'm on camera. Fuck you. Let's go into some TV news. How about it? Some TV news. The unfortunate news that hit everybody the other day. There will not be a Watchmen Season 2. Quote from Damon Lindelof, some stories are just meant for one season. I mean, the ending was kind of opened it up for a sequel. It kind of opened it up for a season 2, so I'm a little bit
Yeah.
mad about that. I felt like that first season was very important for today's society, with, the whole race issue and everything, and how they were able to take that, steer people away from it that were just like, well, basically ignorant, hypocritical douchebags, and then it had its own core audience, of like, yeah, I can get down with this
Yeah.
show, I can get down with the show is preaching, and then it went away from the race, and then, like, the racial issue became this big Watchmen storyline, back to the comics and how the comics were written and everything. I don't care what Alan Moore says, he's always been pretentious and full of himself. But I thought that was a really good first season, made you excited for a season 2. At the same time, kind of glad there's not a season 2, because I think that first season was so good
Yeah.
that I don't think anything could top it. You tried to make a season 2, especially with Watchmen storyline, with Watchmen type of storytelling, it could very easily fuck up. You had a perfect cast for what was there in season 1, and yeah, season 2, actors don't return. Could you see Jeremy Irons doing another season? Probably not. The man doesn't like to be bothered. White titty, kind of open, right? Yeah, everything has an open ending nowadays. It does, because we want to see more of it. That's just how we are as consumers. But, I kind of like the fact that this is going down as just a one-season wonder.
I mean, it's kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
Because, shows go on for 6 seasons, crap like that. Like The Good Place. That's going to be 4 seasons?
The Good
That's
Place
it?
is on its last
You know?
couple of episodes. And those creators said, some story, we're telling a story, it's taking 4 seasons to
Yeah.
tell, and that's it. I kind of like that. I respect that out of writers. Still pissed there's no Black Lightning follow-up. Well, we were watching Crisis on Infinite Earth. Thank God. All right? Thank God. Man, these CW shows need to end. I'm sorry. They're fucking up their, big extravaganzas now.
Was it season 5 of The Flash? We were kind of like, eh.
Oh, another speedster. Okay.
Okay,
out.
we watched 5 episodes, maybe. We got to the Thanksgiving episode and then bounced after that.
Yeah,
It was just boring.
Thanksgiving. And I hate watching Thanksgiving episodes because, the meals they have on Thanksgiving episodes of any shows are way better than what our actual families prepare. No, our
Ours was
food,
good.
we kept it to us and cooked our own food, and
Yeah.
we cook good food,
I
right?
thought it was good.
But my family is full of people who think they can cook, and then they make something, and it's like, this tastes
Oh.
like coal. This tastes like
So
coal.
I'm kind of a dark horse. Like, I don't flaunt it, and I don't cook all the time, but I'm a good cook.
Oh, I
So
have
you're trying to say-
I have pyrotechnics with my cooking, and by that I mean I almost burn down everything. I almost light the kitchen on fire. When I cook, it's like when Monday Night Raw opens up and fireworks everywhere. But Watchmen, not around for season 2.
Excellent show, though. Loved every minute of it.
If you still haven't seen it, go see it, watch it, binge it. You can binge it now. Binge it.
Y'all.
It's terrific. And we're going to do like a little Doctor Who review, because Spyfall Part 2 ended. The big twist was they brought back the Master. That was really cool. Got a great
Yeah.
actor playing a Master, and they're changing up the Doctor Who lore. Something's
Oh.
going on with something happened to Gallifrey. There's some secret that the Time Lords are withholding from Doctor Who, involves this I don't know what it is, something called the Timeless Child. It seems like the new showrunner Chris Chibnall is changing up the Doctor Who lore. And then there came the last episode. Oh God, what was it? Last Sunday's episode. Forgot the title of it. It was interesting, kind of preachy though. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because of the preachiness of it. Basically, the Doctor takes her companions to a little vacation world. Turns out the vacation world is built on an orphan planet, an uninhabited planet, and the natives of the planet start attacking the vacation world, and they're like these monster-looking things. Blah blah blah. Find out that those natives are actually like deformed humans from a nuclear apocalypse, and then the thing gets really preachy on this is how your world's gonna end if you don't do
See,
something about
that,
it,
like,
and it was just bad.
That could have been toned down a little bit because, like, it didn't have to be explained. I understood. I'm like, oh my God, they're telling us that, and I feel like especially they were. I feel like they were pointing a finger at America.
They were pointing the finger
a
at us.
Trump, you know, for getting out of the climate thing, the climate deal. But anyway, like, yeah, that point was not lost on me. We didn't need the preachiness. Once you found out, once you got the twist, you're like, oh shit.
And then no build to this season arcing storyline of the Timeless Child. I'm taking points away from that. Other than that, the deformed humans were cool. They were called dregs, which it was a reference to Destiny, the video game Destiny. Whoever wrote it played Destiny, obviously, because they were calling them dregs and stuff. But points away for no season arcing tease and just kind of the preachiness of it all. Still love Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. Still love her companions, even though there's one too many. But we're just gonna have to see next Sunday. We're just gonna have to see next Sunday.
Yeah, but the fact that Chibnall brought back the Master, and these other, you know.
We're gonna do a Ralphie check.
Okay. Anyway, I am so excited. I am so excited because, and also in the Spyfall, I think I mentioned this last show we did. You know, you got to see some seriousness on the part of Jodie Whittaker, which we hadn't seen before in the last season. So I feel that that last season was a good introduction to this new Doctor, and now we can kind of continue with some of the other villains of past Doctor Who seasons, some other storylines of past Doctor Who seasons. I think that that's kind of what some people were missing last season, and I think that, you know, he's going to incorporate that, and then, you know, and everyone's just going to kind of get their Doctor Who fix once again.
Let's keep up with the chat. This is all proper. I don't mind Flash, Arrow, or Supergirl. I'm waiting passionately for Walking Dead's next season, not someone's cup of tea, but it's okay. You know, I've only watched one season of Walking Dead, and then as soon as it shied away from the comic, I was out. But anyways, I'm a pass the fuck out. Nice seeing you, Misty. Dan, not so much. Thank you. Just kidding. Love you both. Aw, we love you too. Nut. Ralphie check. Let's go to a Ralphie check. Speaking of nut.
Oh, he's
Where-
on one of our couches, I think.
Where is he?
He's standing behind the green screen.
He's standing behind the green screen. Get him back to his bed. Let's be stage parents. Get in the Ralphie cam. We need viewership.
Come here. Jump out. Jump out. Jump out,
Nice shot of Misty's butt.
Oh, sorry. He wants to play. Oh, sorry. I'm like right in the way. Jump out. Oh.
I don't know what's happening now. Both of you just walked away in opposite directions. There's Ralphie Poo. There he is. There he is. And he's got his ball, and now he is just gonna put it down. And now he's just gonna, alright, a little bored.
Which
Alright,
ball?
the ball. Which ball, Ralph? Which ball are we gonna go for? Oh, he's gonna go for that one. He's gonna go for that one. Now he's just like, fuck off! Yep. And we have a show to watch, a new show to watch. If you haven't been keeping up, The Outsider on HBO is fucking spectacular. Stars Jason Bateman as Terry Maitland, accused of a crime. Did he do it? Did he not do it? Episode 1, fantastic. Episode 2, even more fantastic. Based on the book by Stephen King.
Yes.
I'm going to let her take over with her review of the first 2 episodes because she's actually read the book, and you guys know me, I can't read.
So this book is like a 500 pager, if I remember correctly. Read it a couple of Christmases ago. Anyway, as a person who knows what's gonna happen, I'm super excited, and it's really hard for me to not deliver spoilers. I mean, I feel like anything that Stephen King writes is material for a TV show or a movie nowadays.
And they started on this immediately.
They did, because this came out, Christmas 2017?
Yeah, that's
like
when
that.
I got it for you.
I bought, and
I
read the
think
book.
I got it for your birthday last year.
Anyway, yeah, but it's fantastic. There are important elements that, are introduced in the book that are, definitely in the show. You gotta have them in the show. And at first I was kind of like, iffy about the lead, the detective, but he does a good job. You got some, well-known actors in there. Jason Bateman, Mayor Winningham from St. Elmo's Fire. I love her. She's great. I haven't seen her in anything in ages. But
I only
anyway,
know the only thing I know about St. Elsewhere is the ending to St. Elsewhere.
St. Elmo's Fire.
St. Elmo's Fire?
What
Oh.
are you saying? St. Elsewhere? No.
Never mind.
St. Elmo's Fire, a John Hughes movie. That's rude. That's a good movie.
I farted for my brain fart.
Mayor Winningham's character was in love with Rob Lowe's character in St. Elmo's Fire. Anyway, it was a Brat Pack movie if you're a fan of 80s movies. So anyway, they're like Jason Bateman, like most of the movies I've seen him in have been comedies. He is a fantastic dramatic actor, and he proved it in this
He really does
show.
a good job. Jason Bateman is really good, but it's not what carries the show. What carries the show is that Stephen King mystery.
The mystery.
That Stephen, there's like, I don't want to spoil.
We're not going to spoil anything.
But if you have the HBO app or HBO on your Amazon Prime, watch this show.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of Stephen King adapted stuff. I think the last thing I liked was the TV version of The Shining because it kept so close to the book. Not a lot of people's favorite Shining. Why? Steven Weber was amazing. But with this, what really intrigued me, there's like this line of dialogue that Jason Bateman has in the second episode that made me go, okay, I'm going to pay attention to this. This is really good. And then what happens in episode 2, the twist, it's really, really good, guys.
We're waiting. Is it coming out week by week? Or?
It's coming out week by week. I believe new episodes every Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Every Sunday, new episodes. So we watch Doctor Who, then we watch The Outsider, and we're going to have whole season review of The Outsider. Because I think this is only going to be like 6 or 7, 8 episodes at time. HBO's been doing that now, just 8 episode seasons. And with HBO, you don't even know if you're going to get a season 2 anymore. Jesus, we were like, oh, Watchmen, that's going to be a show we enjoy for years. And then obviously, so watch it, guys. Well, The Outsider is absolutely wonderful. I was afraid they took a book and made it into a TV show too quickly. But with what the writing team that they've got, and Jason Bateman and all these people that are in it, it's actually really fantastic. Very great dialogue, all that good stuff. And now we move on to video game news. Oh boy, guys, what do we report first? Well, guys, we're gonna have to wait another month for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, as it was announced by Square Enix that it will be held off until April. Not only this game, but their Marvel Avengers game. We'll get into that for a second. How do I feel about this? Well, first, we knew last month we're getting a demo. So, as long as we're still getting a demo, I'm cool with it. And I'd rather have them do this, delay it, work on it a little bit more. I'd rather have them do that than put out a game that we're not going to be happy with as Final Fantasy VII fans. They already announced new stuff, like we're going to be able to explore the whole city of Midgar, and they've kind of added another evil element into the Final Fantasy VII plotline with this shadowy, dark smoke, kind of like Lost, this dark smoke monster that you've seen in the trailers and stuff. So maybe they're going to work more on little Midgar. Maybe they're going to work, I don't know exactly. Maybe they're adding more to the game. I don't know. Delayed a month, you'll survive, Dan. I will.
Somehow.
I will. But all the games that are coming out in this time frame are being delayed as well. Down the line in May, we were going to have the Avengers game. That's being delayed in September. Cyberpunk also being delayed. But Cyberpunk's not Square Enix. But the 2 Square Enix games that everybody's excited about are being delayed. I want to hear your thoughts. Eric, your thoughts on the Final Fantasy VII Remake delayed, or Exterminate, or anybody, because we were so excited for March 3rd. I don't even have a date on the delay. I just know it's going to be in April, and that it's just one more month that I can't fucking play it. But there is a demo coming out. We saw from the leak. The game looks good. What could they possibly change? Maybe it's like the mechanics or something. Maybe there were just little bugs here and there. I don't know, but I would have loved to have seen it myself, and then I don't know. But Eric, what are your thoughts? What's anybody's thoughts on these games being delayed? Does it make you happy? Does it make you sad? So speaking of the delay for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I think Nomura delayed the remake intentionally, contrary to the statement from Square. Interesting. I'd like to hear why you think that. Just type as fast as you can. Camera went out of focus. I realize if I tap the camera, it goes back into focus. But it's not doing that now. Hold on, let me switch this up. While we have a little bit of a... I mean, I know I'll live Exterminate, but it's still, you think you're gonna play a game you're waiting 15 years for, and then it just goes kaboom. Also, let's fix this green screen. I think Nomura delayed the remake as a way to try and incentivize all the leakers from the demo leak in data mining. He threatened to do the same thing for the same reason with Kingdom Hearts 3. Now that you mention it, that is actually a very good point. Because he was a little bit pissed that the demo got leaked and that we found out there was going to be a demo. He did do that. That is a good point. Probably delayed it. He delayed it to punish us. Now,
because we're children.
And then also the new release date is April 10th, 2020, from what I've been reading. April 10th, 2020. You heard it first from Eric. Thought about fucking with you saying it was canceled, but didn't want you have a heart attack. Look, I already had a heart attack with the Texans-Chiefs game. Had a small heart attack. The doctor said, it's nothing. Go home. You're just a pussy. But I said, Doc, this wasn't. No, I'm just kidding. But I've already been through enough Exterminate. Don't put me through that. So Avengers being delayed, that could be just the cosmetics of the game. They still hadn't fixed Thor's hair, which if you talk to Mighty Vicious, that is Mighty Vicious's big critique, that Thor's hair looks like spaghetti strings and shit. So there's a lot. You could see that there was a lot to work on with the Avengers. Now, as far as Cyberpunk goes, with Keanu Reeves goes, that game has been so overhyped. I could see them delaying it until September just to make it perfect, because that game is all kinds of hype. Woo, we know whose side Misty is on. Exterminate seems to think you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
I'm not I don't watch football.
Seriously, the only reason I got her into the Aaron Hernandez thing was because he murdered people.
This is true.
Like, I was like, oh, it's a documentary about a football player. And she went, ew. I was like, he killed people. And she was like, press play. He murdered people.
We're watching
press
it
play.
now.
I want to know why he murdered people. And then you fall into this rabbit hole that's just like, blah. So that's it. Final Fantasy VII and Avengers delayed. And before we close out the show, we have some news on A Look at Me.
Yeah. So this is a short film that I'm producing. We are shooting in a week.
Shooting in a week.
We shoot on Friday. Do you have the link to our fundraising
I
page?
do have the link.
We're doing a fundraiser on GoFundMe.com because we are paying our crew, we're paying our cast. We are also paying for extensive effects because there's a little bit of blood in this short horror film. So we are, let's see. So there's a promo video. Carlos, the director, he put a promo video up on our page.
Sorry.
Do you want to?
Oh, I'm sorry. So, yeah, let's go to the. Let's go to it.
I can send you the link to the video.
I just go to Carlos's Facebook. Let's see this.
Or mine.
Let's see this promo video, and I'll put it up.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Oh,
right
there
here.
you go.
Got it.
So we've got a promo video that kind of gives you an idea of what we're going for, the kind of look we're going for. This is kind of like a monster under the bed type of thing.
That's just me on a weekend.
Oh wait, that's
this is
the
not
music video that
This is
we
the
worked
music
on.
video. My bad. There we go. Let's full screen this. This is Look at Me fundraising promo. Guys, enjoy. Misty's gonna take me to another premiere where it scares the shit out of me.
That's our monster. That there's like a mask and gloves involved with the monster that were not cheap. We got it from this amazing place that makes amazing masks in LA that cost like $1,100. So that so yeah, that on top of paying our cast and crew and everything. We do have perks for those who donate. We do, like, if you donate like $25, you get a digital download of the film. If you pay X amount, you'll get the digital download of the film plus a poster plus a script, others things of that nature. So if you go check out the campaign, you can get some info on us as a crew. Like, here's some links of stuff we've worked on. Here are the perks. So check it out if you're interested. If you can't donate, sharing is totally fine.
And is there like a Facebook page for the people watching VOD? Is there a Facebook page they can go to? I would just...
You'll have to... We'll have to get people's email addresses.
Okay.
So
Message
that we can...
the Nerd Alert Facebook, facebook.com/Nerd Alert Talk
Yes.
Show, and we'll send you a link to the page. We'll send you a link to the GoFundMe if you're watching VOD. We gotta start taking care of our VOD viewers. But yeah, go ahead, go donate. A lot of people have donated already for this project, and they just need a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And then, I mean, they shoot next week.
Yeah.
But they could use a little bit more. The more that gets donated, the more quality it is. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm going to get the shit scared out of me.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, basically, like I said, there are a lot of costs involved. So, not only feeding people, paying for the effects, paying for the gloves and the mask, festival fees, printing of the posters, etc., etc. So.
And that concludes this episode of Nerd Alert Season 4, Episode 6. Big thank yous to everybody that came in. Exterminate, Eric, Jeremy, Proper, the 500 bits from Jeremy as well. That's very appreciated, my man. And also going to be playing Final Fantasy 14 because of him. So I got to get that installed and downloaded. And we, of course, will stream it right here. I'm not just going to play Final Fantasy 14 without streaming it. So we're going to stream that. We're going to stream Destiny 2 throughout the weekend. And we're going to get back into Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And hope to God I don't rage. But I got a vape now. I got a vape. Got my anxiety handled. It's taken care of. Let's go to Ralphie. Well, great show. Next time you talk to me, I will be living somewhere else. That's right. Eric is moving into a new place with Stephanie.
Nice.
Send us pictures. We'll show it off for you.
Yeah.
And also your social security number and your address. No, I'm kidding.
And do you have an extra bedroom?
Do you have an extra bedroom?
For when we visit?
For when we visit. Let's go to the Ralphie cam, see what he... Wow, Ralphie got into the whiskey. Okay, Ralphie. Move-in day is tomorrow.
Nice.
Well, do yourself a favor. Get yourself a dog like Ralphie, who has a Serta dog couch, and he doesn't sleep on it. Ralphie, I love you.
Look at him.
Hold on, let's play a little.
We have a pseudo room? LOL.
We have a pseudo room.
Hey.
I love pseudos. Let's find the perfect, little emote for Ralphie right here. Ooh, you know what? Sleepy music. Sleepy music. Let's do that for Ralphie. Oh, sleeping. Snoring. Snoring. They have to have a snoring on here.
This is me fucking snoring.
Well, that's not what I wanted. What about this? There we go. Oh, he knows he's on camera. Look at that. He knows he's on camera. Well, this concludes season... That snoring thing doesn't stop. No, don't press spacebar. You might hit it again. How long is this clip?
Wow.
All right, it's finally over. It finally ended. But that's the Ralphie cam. For Season 4, Episode 6 of Nerd Alert, I'm Dan.
I'm Misty.
Let's go to the outros. We'll see you guys next time right here on Nerd Alert.